MIA, but we're back. And we'll get into the whole being MIA and all that type of stuff. But part of coming back, I'm trying to have a better show, give y'all, I guess, better content. So to do that, we're going to change the dynamic of the show a little bit. Usually the show is just me talking for 30 or 40 minutes. Just random shit, really. I mean, just, blabbering away. But the biggest change that's going to come up is now it's not going to be just me. I'm going to have a co-host, my boy, my little brother from another mother. They call him, that's word on the street is they call him Pretty Boy Pedro. So welcome, Pretty Boy Pedro. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, man. Yeah, Pretty Boy Pedro, bringing him in. I mean, he's my friend. I taught him everything he knows about boxing, But, yeah, man, he's knowledgeable. I mean, one thing, he's younger, significantly younger than I am. So, keeps me in tune with the youth, right?
Yeah. I'll be teaching you slang.
Yeah, man. So, there's that. But, two, he's a knowledgeable kid. Boxing, MMA, but mostly boxing, bigger on boxing, right?
Yeah.
So, that, and then I think just having another person in the dynamic during the show is going to keep the show more interesting, right?
Yep.
Anything you want to say?
Nah. I think we should just get into it.
Okay. Well, like I said, first off, we've been MIA of the show for
Since the 4th of July.
July. Oh shit. Yeah, man. July. End of July. July 4th was the last one.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Reason being, first, I moved. I had to move. So I packed all my shit, had it packed up, and so that kind of fell off for, it took me it was 2 months to move and unpack everything. So that's the main reason I initially took a break from this show, but then from there, I had moved in with what is now my ex. And so that itself is it's a struggle. I mean, moving in, anytime you move is a struggle. Moving in with anybody, whether that be a roommate or anything, is a struggle. People are very different, So dealing with that, dealing with just the overall move, dealing with living with a new person, Because, I mean, I've always lived by myself, really. I mean,
yeah,
I'm used to my shit, If I want to walk around with my cock out, that's just what you do.
type shit.
So, yeah. So that, and then obviously you're living with your significant other, and then I mean that itself is a task, right? Didn't work out, You're living together, stuff is different. Fights come up, you can't just fucking leave. Really, you kind of have to see the same person over and over. So then stuff gets rough, and then, so yeah, that was part of it too. We broke up, and then after that, you just fall into a slump. You should. The way I saw it is, sometimes the formula of how to, keep going, or just a formula to do something, right? We all feel like we know the formulas to do some stuff, but we still don't do it, right? So even after a breakup and stuff like that, I knew, getting back to something like this, the podcast, or just doing other stuff, right, will keep me going, right? And I like doing this podcast shit. I like talk. Makes sense. You just don't do it sometimes, right? And I think the first part of to keep going is to just keep going. So even though this might not be the best episode, especially because it's the first one with just,
And we spent 2 hours trying to set this
yeah,
shit up.
listen to this shit, right? This little young motherfucker, right? I don't know shit about technology. I fucking hate technology, right? I'm not going to drop where he goes at because I don't know, he might have, a line of bitches waiting outside for him, But he goes to this school, right? This college. And he's supposed to be learning technology.
Not okay. Cybersecurity. This shit got nothing to do with that.
Where is cyber on?
Look, man.
The computer, man. What the fuck?
But we doing with mics and all that.
I've never hooked up a fucking mic either.
Okay, this is my first time.
Anyway, this is my first time either. What are you talking about? Anyways, I got this fucking motherfucker too to help me with the goddamn technology. He can't hook this bitch up. We was out here for 2 fucking hours on YouTube trying to figure out this shit. And here's what pisses me off the most.
What?
When I asked you, I said,
When you
"Yo,
when you called me?
yeah." I said, "Yo, if we get 2 mics, like, what's the setup like? Is it? Do I gotta buy anything else to do it, or just set up easy?" He's like, "I'm gonna look into it." A day later, this motherfucker calls me, hella disrespectful, talking about, "Oh, you just fucking plug it in, it's easy." I'm like, "All right, bet. All right, my bad. Appreciate you looking into it."
In my defense, how was I supposed to know he was gonna struggle this much?
Because that's literally your job to look up.
I looked it up. I saw the video. I'm like, this is easy. They just plug it in, whoop de whoop, and boom. But
Whoever's listening, man, I hope y'all see my point. Because
again, how was I supposed to know we were gonna struggle this much?
you're here. I mean, I know I'm not saying I'm right, but I know I'm not tripping. How were you supposed to know? Your whole job was to know if it was hard.
On the YouTube video, it looked easy.
All right. It's like when you can go fuck.
What the fuck?
You're like, on Pornhub, this shit look easy. Now I can't fucking even put it in. Is that what you're telling me? Get the fuck out of here, man. Anyways,
Alright, man.
so where are we at with it? What are we talking about?
You be doing this like you have like an attention span of a squirrel sometimes.
Fucking brain damage, bro. It happens. What were you talking about? Motherfucker, that's why you're here.
That's why we were talking about how long it took us, and that you feel like you were right. That it took us. It's my fault pretty much.
Oh, so you're agreeing it's your fault.
I'm not saying nothing.
Anyways, so yeah. Now we have Pretty Boy Pedro on here trying to make this shit happen. So just in summary to what I was talking about though, I did want to mention like why we were away from the podcast for a while. Not because I don't know, not trying to get pity or anything like that. Just feel it's important, to fucking
Shout her out.
huh?
Shout her out.
That's crazy. Um, See, this motherfucker just want clips out here. I'm out here talking about fucking life.
Bro, we gotta fucking make it out.
No, man, I'm chilling. Make it out where? Don't say the hood, cause
we can't. I can't. I'm not gonna expose where I live, but you be making fun of what my street's called.
I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna say the street name, but it's just a dude's name, not like some historical name, right? Like I'm not gonna say a name, but it's like if they chose like a name like Daniel, like it's just a random fucking dude's name. It's not. That's not the name of the street, but it's damn near similar.
Getting close.
Close enough. Daniel's a white version of it. Anyways. So what's in that? Oh, what were we talking about?
I guess you're talking about how you're being motivational.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing. I'm just talking about trying to get back into the podcast. Try and motivate motherfuckers, Because, I mean, sometimes we know the formula, right? But sometimes you hear it and you're like, boom. That was a sign for me to do shit. I think that's how life works. I feel like past 6 months, all this different shit has happened to me, I've had to, mature, right? And just fucking slow down in life a little bit. I'm like, oh shit, like I've been knowing formula, I do know this shit. And then these little signs come out and you're like, oh, I knew this, but now that I've seen it or I heard it from so and so, it's hard there. You're like, okay, let me do this. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're putting down.
I guess so. But, so that's that. Moving on from that, I mean, big part of this show is freaking fighting, man. We had a good weekend for quote unquote good, what was supposed to be a good weekend for boxing, right? So, what do you think?
Friday in New York, Times Square. You got first fight was Tio and Arnold Barboza. and the following
Wait,
fight
hold on. The
was.
first fight was a fucking firefighter in the New
I'm
York
talking about the
cop.
main
But
card.
you see that shit?
I didn't see it, but you were telling me about it.
Yeah, man, that's pretty funny. I think the firefighter won, man. Shout out to firefighters, I guess. We know a firefighter.
Who?
What do you mean who?
The
How many
fire.
firefighters do you know?
Stipe?
No, what the fuck? You don't know Stipe. Yeah,
What firefighter are you talking
motherfucker from
about?
the gym.
Shit, I have no idea.
Anyways,
Oh,
see,
I know who you're
that's
talking about.
disrespectful, man. You don't look out for your homies and shit. You don't know about that shit.
I thought it was someone older, and then I remembered who it was.
Anyways, um, I think the firefighter won actually.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
So fucking firefighters, man. I'm just trying to give a shout out to the fucking first responders here.
Big up.
But yeah, first fight, Teofimo. What you think?
I think he did what he had to. He was just too like Arnold Barboza was just too slow for him.
Yeah, I think also just skill wise, man.
Yeah.
It's just well, like skill, not so much that I don't think. I do think Teofimo is more skilled than Barboza, but also like styles make fights, and like the skill set that Teal has, just not a good match for Barboza.
And he's not a big puncher neither, Barbosa.
Right, right. No, I agree, but I mean, Teofimo looked solid. I mean, it wasn't.
Because I think the best punch of the fight was when he threw that right, when Tio he leaned into it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like wobbled his leg for a
Yeah.
sec.
Teofimo got lucky that shit didn't open up.
Yeah. If he had a little bit more power, it would have
Yeah. But
maybe
even
put him
like throughout
down.
the fight, I'm surprised it didn't open up.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I'm talking about like that shit swelled up to the point like it was a flick away from it. Fucking.
And then fucking first 2 rounds, Tio's dad he trips going into the ring, and then they spill water all over Tio like
Yeah.
straight. Was it the first or second round? Like straight away,
Yeah, yeah.
they spilled water on him.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was kind of funny. But yeah, no, but I mean I enjoyed it. I like Teofimo. I mean I've liked Teofimo for a long time. I always thought like that lightweight class coming up,
Mm-hmm.
he was one probably my favorite. You know, coming up, what were they, the horsemen or whatever they called them?
The Four Horsemen.
Yeah, probably one of my probably my favorite, just stylistically. But I feel like he's getting his mojo back too. I think after
Yeah.
this fight, like past 3 4 fights, like you could tell like he was still
Iffy.
yeah, you know. But this one I think he got his mojo back. He was like dancing and doing all that shit. And
The
at the
Ali
end of the day,
Shuffle.
that works for Tio. Like that's him.
Yeah. And then you got the co-main, or second main fight, I guess. Devin and Ramirez.
Oh yeah, that was
A snooze fest.
yeah, man. That was boring, man. That was. I'll tell you what though, like yeah, terrible look for Haney, man.
Yeah.
I mean, to do that, to not even try to slightly exchange.
You win, but
Yeah, I mean, I feel like. I mean, you got nothing out of it. I mean, I'm sure you got a big check out of it, but besides that, like, I don't think, like, fuck what other people think. I was thinking about this too. Like, you don't get your confidence back, your mojo back. And after getting an ass whooping like he did from fucking Ryan a year ago, you need a fight that's like, okay, that to me that's a whole point. Like people will talk a lot of shit about like, oh, tune-up fights, like boxing, you get, a tune-up fight after you take an L or whatever. But part of a tune-up fight too is like it is kind of a double-edged sword, right? It's positive because you should go out there and put on a fucking class, right?
yeah.
When you get like someone that's maybe not that big of a name, right? Maybe not as skilled as you, you should go out there and put on a fucking class. But then the double edged sword is if you don't, you have like what happened with this. Everybody's talking bad about Haney. Ain't nobody happy with him.
Especially even when Boots fought, when he fought from, I forgot his name, but he was from Ukraine and he was getting hit a lot. And then we were saying how he gets hit a lot. And then his last fight, he looked great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So but then I think that ties into obviously the last fight, which was Ryan and Rolly. Yo, twin Rolly.
the big homie,
Hey, people got a lot of hate on Rolly, man, but Rolly's
he
always been doing this shit.
he I mean, he said it too. He's like, I'm gonna win, and then they
Yeah.
could fight. I don't care.
I think what's cool about Rolly is like he talks a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah,
We're not gonna take like 100% talks a lot of dumb shit, right? Just a random shit. But I feel like he always stands on business. He's always like he always shows up. He always gets, he always puts in the work. Win or lose, like he shows his face, and he's just like it's another fight. Like I feel like to an extent, he treats every opponent the same.
yeah.
He doesn't put nobody higher than anybody else, and I think that kind of like Loki helps him.
He, I'm not. I don't think I could say the word, but he got that type of strength.
Anyways, yeah, yeah, no, but I mean, Rolly's always been fighting though, right? Wasn't he like a Taekwondo dude
I think he's a yeah
and then that
judo.
judo?
It was judo.
Because he didn't pick up boxing until he was like,
16.
yeah, I was gonna say 15, but yeah. But he has that strength just from that functional strength of grappling and shit like that.
And then he hits hard too.
Oh yeah.
Cause Tank even said that was the hardest puncher
No,
he
but he
fought.
looked way bigger this last fight.
Oh yeah,
He looked fucking.
he
His
looked
back
wide.
looked huge.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's out there in fucking Cuba. They found a fucking. They found that Joel Romero.
The experiment.
Yeah, they found that those vitamins. So Joel
No,
Romero vitamins out there, man. Joel vitamins, because he looked strong, but also was that his first fight at that weight?
yeah.
I guess he just knew how to put it on right. Because like I get Ryan is a bit like taller wise,
Mm-hmm.
but Ryan didn't look like his
Huge.
frame didn't look built out.
No.
Even than other times. I think he looked bigger, like
When he fought
fucking
Haney?
with Haney.
I mean, I guess because you, I don't know if he was had the same work ethic. Because he said he was bullshitting that fight, but he's still training for Haney, and then he probably underestimated Rolly too.
That too. But to that too, and I was gonna say it ties into Haney. The moment that Ryan got dropped, it was a completely different fight. Even
Yeah,
though that was only the second fucking round, or second or third round, right?
because Ryan was throwing and jabbing and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, he was. But one thing with Ryan though is he got to change up.
He's expecting it for it to be open. That left hook.
Yeah, that left hook, right? Like I think that's all he kind of banks on.
Yeah,
Um,
because he wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't trying to set up or nothing. Because his coach was Derek James was giving him good advice.
yeah,
Move to his what was it, left, right,
yeah.
right.
However, though, like I was telling you when we were watching that shit, that's just one thing about Ryan. I just feel like he don't listen to like a lot of his coaches.
And I was telling you, same thing with Derek. He's like he doesn't tell you to do it. He's like asking you to do it. Like I want you to do it. Like
Hmm.
very calm. Same thing when Charlo fought Canelo, he was there calm. He's like, oh, when he throws that hook, catch him with the uppercut, hook, cross or whatever. He's very. There's other coaches where you get in the corner, they just start yelling at you. He's very passive, I think.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. But also,
He's a good coach though.
I think so. I mean, out of all the like, just using his last fight as an example, he's giving all the right pointers, all the right things to do. It's just if the fighter does it,
Yeah, that's
or
what
if he
happened with
doesn't.
Charlo when he fought Canelo. He was giving him good advice, but he just wasn't. He was just there for a paycheck.
Yeah, I guess so. But also, I feel like that's a very different level to compare competition
Yeah,
when you have Canelo versus
Rolly.
Rolly. Like,
Yeah.
no disrespect to Rolly, but that's a whole different, competition wise. But spinning off of that, obviously Saturday.
Speaking of Canelo,
Yeah. Um. Well, first of all, my boy Mungia, that was not a good fight either.
I think he looked better because I think for the Munguia's always gonna want to stand there and bang. Like his last fights or whatever, when he fought. Did you watch the Deryevchenko fight?
Which, who's that?
No, Ukrainian guy.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
It was like fight of the year
yeah, yeah,
where he
yeah.
dropped him in the last round.
Yeah.
Like he was just there to get hit. He was standing there, and then the following fight might have been the Canelo fight. I'm not too sure,
I don't remember that well either.
but again, he. The thing also was with Munguia is he switches trainers every
Right,
so often,
right.
and I feel like
But to me, it's weird that he's changed as many coaches, trainers as he has, and
hmm
his style hasn't evolved.
I think it did with Freddie Roach. He was a little bit more. I think he had better defense.
That's one fight,
Two, John Ryder, and then the
and the one where he got knocked out.
Canelo
Was it with Canelo? Who was he with when he got knocked out?
Morales.
Oh,
He went back with Morales because Freddie didn't want to go to up to Big Bear. That's why he left
that's where he trains out of where?
California, like Los Angeles.
Okay, okay, interesting. Well, so Freddie Roach is like 90 now.
Yeah, that's why he didn't want to
Yeah,
go out
probably.
to Big Bear.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've followed Munguia for a long time, and to me, oh, that's a good topic we can come back to when we talk about Mexican boxing. But to me, like he had it to be like the
The next up,
the next Mexican, like the next face of Mexican boxing. Even if he wasn't
best.
the best, maybe he wasn't the face of boxing in general, but to become the face of Mexican boxing, I think he had it. But now I feel like he lost that momentum, and not just because of like his loss or his last couple performances. I think just like skill set wise, because how old is he now?
27, 28.
I think he's 28. Because like at this point, you should be like you're touching your
Prime.
prime
Yeah.
at 28, 29, right? Like I just don't see him reaching like a crazy level. Who knows? Maybe the next year or two, just fucking turns the fuck up, you know?
But I feel like same thing. Like it's hard to unteach a style with one fight, because he's always he wants to be in the void as and give one to take one. So him having his hands up, moving around, it was good luck.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could definitely see a little more technique though in this last fight though.
But again, as I feel like he trains with it, he's gonna get better.
I just don't understand why he would leave Eddie.
What do you
Like,
mean?
I'm saying like why he would, because you know how you say he changes
Yeah,
trainers all the time. Like, who else would he go to?
I think he's gonna stay with Eddie.
Right, but I'm saying why would he leave? You know,
Yeah, unless
I say that as like he shouldn't leave
yeah,
because it's like
there's no one else. I think
yeah, especially with that Mexican style. Like
probably Robert Garcia. But the thing with him is as stable as he has so many fighters,
yeah, yeah. I don't think I don't know.
and then you're training with arguably one of the best fighters right now,
Right,
and you learn.
because I see Canelo style, which is obviously Eddie's style, working for Munguia.
Yeah,
Like I think it makes sense for Munguia be more like because he likes to press. Munguia doesn't have the best footwork either. He's a
mm-hmm.
little like clumsy if you look at
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
You know, maybe because he's tall or something like that. He's a little clumsy. So if he plants down, and that's the thing that's weird about Munguia. Like as big as he is, and as long as like how he likes to sit there and bang, he doesn't plant down.
Mm-mm.
He's a little clumsy. You know, so I think that Eddie style could work. You just got to work on your
Forward.
head movement, waist movement
Yeah,
with the Eddie style. You know, which is probably the worst thing that Munguia has. So who knows? Who knows? But I don't know.
speaking of Mexican fighters that are coming up, or that you wanted to be at that level, Marco Verde
Oh
made his
yeah,
debut.
yeah, yeah. I was watching. I didn't get to watch the full fight, but I watched a recap of it. Legit. I mean, he still looks obviously,
Amateur.
yeah. Like you see it. Like there are certain combos that he landed
Yeah.
where I was like you could tell like in his mind he was like, I just made points
Yeah.
instead of like, I just hurt this motherfucker.
I think he was trying to set him up like ba 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 and then
Right.
ba.
Yeah. And I feel like that's sometimes like a big switch to do where it's like as an amateur or Olympian or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
he scored a point. How can I keep scoring points? Right? As opposed to in pro where it's like,
He's hurt.
yeah, he's hurt. And then we keep hurting him or finish him. Um, so I think that was the biggest thing that I took away from it. But like I'm not saying that's a bad thing. If anything, it might be a cool thing, like a good thing. How like you could really see that style with him.
Yeah.
Like even sometimes when some Olympians come up, you see like they completely try to get rid of that style
Mm-hmm.
and try to like be this new pro now. But with him, he still had that like Olympian style in him, you know. And like I said, yeah, I would wish that like when he hurt his opponent, he would like press on. You know,
Yeah.
he could easily get 1 to 3 more punches in after. But I mean, it's his debut. What are you gonna do? That's my twin. But that was a good fight to watch. It was fun. Fun. When Gil was all right. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a hater. And then
Bacoli.
I didn't watch the Bocoli fight.
It was kind of. It was kind of boring.
Yeah, he won though, right? It
It was a draw.
was a draw.
I think the other dude won.
That's what I was hearing, that they took it
Yeah.
from the other dude.
And then did you watch the Baru Jack and the other dude?
Mm-mm.
That was a pretty good fight.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
I just watched,
the Canelo.
like I said, Munguia. Uh, yeah, Munguia and Canelo were the two people. I mean, I wanted to watch Bacoli, but I got busy. But obviously, main event, Canelo. Fucking,
God dang.
that shit was terrible, man. Terrible fight.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, let me put this question to you, right? Because this is a whole thing. Whose fault was it? It was that boring.
I feel like Skull, because he was just running around and all that. And then, but also Canelo.
People were arguing that at the level that Canelo's at, he should be able to cut off the ring better and stop him.
Again, that like style of footwork is also like frustrating because you don't know what way they're gonna move and all that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think to a point, the way I saw it is like Canelo got frustrated and he was like, I don't need to hurt this dude to win.
Yeah.
Like I'm a win. Like they want me to win. And as much as like Canelo, like that's what I saw. And it was a little like disheartening to see. But like he knew.
As long as he has the pressure, throwing a couple punches.
Right.
He's gonna, yeah.
Like, because he knows, like, okay, this circling around, this shit that Skull's doing, not a good look for the judges.
Yeah.
There's that.
Especially if you're only throwing 1-2 punches.
Exactly.
If he was throwing like combos, ba 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 ba, then moving, there's no problem with that because you're engaging.
And when all you're doing is throwing jabs.
Yeah.
I mean,
throwing 2 punches every 30 seconds or whatever. Right.
So I'm like, to me, I saw Canelo go from like, because I did at the beginning thought like, okay, Canelo's gonna put on the show, right? And I feel like that was maybe his intentions. And then when he saw Skull run around the way he was and doing all that, Canelo was probably like, I don't have to hurt this dude to win. Yeah. Like they want me to win. If I put on a good enough show where I look like I'm aggressive, I'm trying to land punches, I'm trying to do something, like I'm gonna get it. Just he's that run around shit's a terrible look for fucking the judges, especially taking consideration after what had just happened with Haney.
Yeah.
Because that was fresh on people's mind. And you gotta understand, like, those judges most likely watched that Haney fight.
Yeah.
It's still a ring.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, which sucks. Because that part I do put on Canelo where it's like, he kind of just gave up. He's like, I don't gotta.
You gotta go for it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go for it. But also, to his point, like to his defense though,
Hmm.
Why does he have to put on the show?
Yeah.
It's Canelo.
And you don't want to take too much damage, also, because you got the Bud fight
Right, right.
lined up.
But that's a terrible look on Skull though, and I feel like Skull was kind of stupid because
They should have, like, even if you got knocked out and you would have put up a good show, they're gonna bring you back, like
especially
what
if
they
you,
did with Padley, the dude that Shakur fought.
mm-hmm,
He came. He
yeah,
came to fight.
yeah,
He got knocked out, but they brought him back
yeah,
not that long ago,
yeah, like yeah,
a month ago
yeah, a
maybe.
month ago.
Yeah.
That's yeah, exactly what I, especially with fucking
He got stupid money.
Turkey Al-Sheikh. Like he just wants to see a good fight.
Yeah.
I feel like you combine two people, right? Turkey and Canelo. Because one thing about Canelo's like previous opponents, people that have been on his undercard is like when he's putting a card together, if you put on a good show, he'll call you in too.
Yeah.
And then now you add Turkey money into that. Why wouldn't you put on a crazy fucking show?
Like, even if you get knocked out like 6 rounds in or whatever, you're gonna get called back up.
Right, right. And at the end of the day, like I get it, big paycheck, just find Canelo. Maybe Skull's like, I'm never gonna fight again.
Yeah.
I just want this check. I could respect that more. If you're just like, I never want to fight again, I'm taking this Canelo fight, going back to fucking Cuba, you know?
Yeah.
Do it. You know what I'm saying? But if that's not your goal, why not put on a show? You know, like you said, even if you get fucking knocked out, Turkey's gonna call you back up. Hey yo, I need you in fucking Saudi
Versus
Arabia.
Belonga or something.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that would get a good amount of. I mean, people are trying to set up big fights with Berlanga right now.
Yeah.
If Berlanga trying to make it happen, he's calling out Munguia.
Hamza.
He's calling
He's
out.
fighting.
Did he call out Plant or something like that
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
So it's like, put your name in the hat, with these. Because at the end of the day, Plant, decent name. Munguia, decent name, and all because they put on a good show with Canelo too. So
That's
I
how
think,
Caleb got on the map too.
yeah, for sure. I mean, people. I feel like even Mexicans respected Caleb
Yeah.
after that fight with Canelo because I mean he stood there, he took it.
Pause.
All right.
And then he had knockout of the year against Durrell
Oh yeah.
when he did that when he emoted on him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying, regardless, like even though Caleb hasn't had like the best.
And then he was on, not even to cut you off, but the Canelo card too. The one versus Berlanga when he
Yeah.
fought Trevor.
Exactly.
That was a good ass fight too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Regardless, like the way that Caleb fights, like he knows at this point he might not have the best resume. Might not go down as like the best ever, but he puts on a good show. Anybody sees Caleb Plant on a card, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, he's gonna. I
It's
mean,
gonna be good.
even when he fucking was outgunned versus David, and David just piecing him up. He never fucking gave up. I mean,
Yeah.
David wasn't able to knock him out. He dropped him once, no?
No, he didn't
No?
drop him.
But look at that. I mean, outgunned like a motherfucker versus David.
He got elbowed, I'm pretty sure. Like there was one punch where I feel like he got elbowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but regardless, he was outgunned with David.
Yeah.
I mean, David, big motherfucker,
220.
big volume. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, still put on a show with him. Every fight's been a show since Canelo. So.
And then after the fight, they gave Canelo a solid gold ring. The belt.
Oh really?
It was straight up gold.
Yeah. See, I fucked up. Well, maybe I didn't fuck up. That fight was so boring. I got fucked up. Like, if that fight was more interesting, I wouldn't have drank as much as I did.
Yeah.
Fucking, I remember the last round I was really like paying attention on was like the start of 7th.
Damn.
And I was like, man, fuck this fight.
I'm gonna just get fucked up.
Well, that wasn't the goal, but it happened.
And then after a dull weekend, we have the last Sunday. You have Rafael Espinoza and Inoue.
Yeah, man.
And I was telling you, I was like, man, Inoue and them are gonna have to save the weekend of this boring ass week of boxing.
Yeah, man.
Boring weekend.
Yeah, no, that well, the Rafa fight first was.
It was good
It
too.
was good. I mean, other dude fucking took punishment like a crazy person.
You know what? I have seen him fight. Was it Vasquez?
Yeah, I don't know.
I had seen him fight before. He fought Joe Cordina for the belt. I thought he won, but obviously, they find like England or something, so they gave it to the home crowd,
Yeah,
hometown.
yeah, but that was good. Rafa broke him down like crazy, man.
Them uppercuts.
Yeah. Nah, he's just so fucking tall for that weight
You think
class.
he's a weight bully, or you think it's the same thing with like Fundora? He's just skinny, like
Yeah, I
he
think
has
he's
a
just
skinny
skinny.
frame,
I think he's just skinny because he doesn't look that.
big.
Yeah, but how old is he? Do you know?
He's young.
He looks young.
I want to say 25, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Let's look it up. What we got?
Jamie, pull it up.
Right. Oh shit. What you typing? Something like
He's what the fuck? Thought he was younger.
Oh, he's 31. Holy shit. I thought he was like 34.
34.
I mean 24.
Yeah, he looks young. There's no way that's real. That might be. I don't think he's 31.
He's from Michoacan.
That is from Guadalajara.
He's 6'1". Jesus Christ.
At 126, 122?
That's fucking
Is it
insane.
122 or 126?
I was way off, man. I
Featherweight.
thought he was like 5'10". He just looked hella tall because all the other dudes are fucking
5'5".
yeah, 5'3", man. Jesus Christ.
And then the dude, did you see he was throwing elbows during when they were doing the media workout? The dude he was fighting was throwing elbows because Espinoza allegedly elbowed Robesi when they fought.
Huh.
So he was there doing some pad work, throwing some elbows, like making fun of him.
That's funny. Yeah, that was good. I like that. Though he broke him down. That was good though. But then your boy,
Inoue.
Inoue, the monster, man.
This is your second fight watching him live, right?
Yeah.
The two fights you've watched him, he's getting dropped.
Yeah.
You don't have to stop watching him, man.
I mean, everybody knows about Inoue. Fucking.
The monster.
How long has it been since he fought in the U.S.?
Since COVID, so 5 years.
Yeah, I know. I mean, probably all his other fights I've seen just recaps because they're fucking 4 in the morning or something like that. But
I get up and watch.
yeah, no, you got me. I'm good. But yeah,
It was
man.
a left hook.
Again?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
And then you got Bam, still 2 classes under. But that's first round. I think he won. Did you watch the full fight, right? First round, pretty good. And that second round, he got dropped with a left hook.
Yeah.
Stepped into it, boom. And then the way he sat down, I was like, is he not gonna get up?
Right.
But anyways, he takes his time because there's sometimes I was telling you the other day where I feel like sometimes it's bad when you just get up straight away. You gotta let your mind and your body sink in or whatever. Especially
Right.
them punches rattle your brain, and especially in those 8-ounce gloves.
Right.
You gotta sit there. You don't want to be like Zab Judah or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
He gets up doing the stanky leg.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's a combination though of pride.
Yeah.
And then also panic. You're like, oh shit, I gotta get up. I don't want to look fucking stupid on the floor.
But no, I think he does the right thing of takes his time, looks at the ref, takes a deep breath in, and then gets up.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, I still think he looked a little hurt when he got up.
You think so?
I think so. But just he recovered quick. But I think for a good 20 seconds, he still had this little glaze over his eyes, this little
Yeah.
still trying to the equilibrium was still, which like you said, with the 8 fucking ounce gloves and you got fucking hit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he got hit right on the fucking button.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that he even got up from that is also impressive.
He got a good chin.
Yeah,
And he got good recovery too.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's I'm not taking because that fucking hit was on the money. Like
Yeah,
anybody else, they're
knocked out
not.
easy.
Yeah,
Upset of the year too.
yeah. But um, but no, he recovered quick, came back, and then it's interesting though. I feel like that kind of he likes getting hit a little bit.
Yeah.
He's that type of fighter though. Like you got to get hit because he doesn't turn up until like even before the times that he been dropped.
Hmm.
Like he shakes his head when he gets like hit for real. Like I
Yeah.
was watching, I forgot who it was. Who was he fighting? But he got like this.
Tapales.
He landed a clean uppercut on him,
Might have been Tapales.
and then he just looks at him. He shakes his head, and he just turned the fuck up on him. Like I
That's
bet.
some shit Justin would do.
He's like, all right, puto, I got you, man. And so, I mean, that's why they call him the monster, I guess.
Yeah.
You know. But that no, that was good. That was
He got hard. People can't say that now. We
yeah.
know.
But that's I mean, at the end of the day, people that watch boxing or don't watch boxing or what like that's the type of shit that people want.
If that would have been like,
Casuals or not casuals,
yeah,
because at the end of the day, like that was a fucking class. That like the way that he recovered, the way that
came
he
back,
came
knocked him out.
back, the way that he started landing like on the body and stuff like that to add, it was like to get dividends down the fight.
Yeah.
Like that to see the different types of like he
His
changed it up. He changed up the pace. He would change up the levels. He would change up obviously angles because that's his shit. You know, um,
his IQ too. You could tell
yeah,
because after that hook did not land.
yeah. No, for sure, for sure. Like sitting there and being like, all right, bet.
I think Cardina should have took a knee though. Like when he was on the ropes.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because
When he was like sideways, like
you,
he
I,
almost fell over.
I feel like you got you. That's also important too, especially. I guess you just want to look macho and all that. I think
Yeah,
it's important to know when to know take a knee. Like, damn, this dude's beat me fucking um, what's rope the rope. I gotta take a knee right here.
right,
Catch
right,
my
right.
breath, get up, because then you save yourself what like 10, 15 seconds, you know. And
Mhm.
especially it was like towards the end of the round too.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
think there's like 30 or 40 seconds left for the round, but
like especially if it's like at 30, you got
I
get
think
down.
I think the issue sometimes with people though is like, what if I lose because of
Yeah,
this? Like, what if
the
I,
ref.
yeah, like what if, no, what if like this knockdown is
Hmm.
what is a determining factor on the cards? But also, if you're getting
You're
to
getting beat rope to rope. You gotta take a knee.
yeah, I think sometimes they think about that. It's like now it's a 10-8 round.
Yeah,
Like that could fuck everything up for me. Now I got like a bigger
gap to climb.
yeah, like yeah, I'm getting my ass whooped, but maybe I can win enough rounds to catch up. But now with this 10-8, even if I win all the other, because sometimes that's what happens too with coaches. That's why people say like, should you say like the rounds and how many rounds you think you're up as a coach?
Hmm.
Because if you're like okay, like the coach sometimes tells like, look, like if we win, these next couple rounds, like we might be able to come back, right?
Hmm.
Then now the fighter's thinking about that as opposed to like in an instance like this where it's like okay, maybe if I lose a round, I can still catch up. But now it's a 10-8 round. I gotta win 2 rounds to even catch up.
Yeah.
So, but I get what you're saying though. I don't know the exact moment that you're talking about.
I'm just saying, like, if you're getting like, you're not defending yourself or nothing. I think it's better to take a knee than for them to stop the
How
fight.
come you don't take any of them when I'm fucking your shit up?
Cause I'm not them.
All right, fucking,
And plus, you gonna hit me as I go down. You gonna do some bullshit.
fucking. I'm gonna knee you on the floor.
Exactly.
I'm gonna hit you with a. I'm gonna switch it up.
And
I'm gonna go.
plus, also, I don't mind getting dropped, but as long as it's not by you, I'm fine.
That's crazy, man.
Anyone else is boxing, but you, fuck no. Like maybe that's why Plant didn't go down when he fought David, cause how much he hated him. Like, damn, I can't let this fucker get this fucking 10-8. Fuck him.
That's funny. No, you're right. Going back to that, you're right. But yeah, to finish up with that boxing stuff, yeah. I mean, I think it's a shame though, because probably if we're looking at numbers, I mean, maybe a quarter of the people watched Inoue.
Yeah,
That watched the Canelo or the Friday card with
yeah.
with Haney, Ryan, and Rowley, and you know, which is a shame because
That was the best fight of the weekend,
it was.
and maybe I think it's in the top of fights this year. Like I think it was probably one of the best.
Oh yeah, and that's crazy to say.
We're barely in May.
No, that's crazy to say when think about what fights have happened.
Yeah.
Heavyweight fights, like heavyweight fights. You had Usyk fight, right? That was this year,
Yeah.
right?
Was it? No.
Or beginning of the year? No.
Bevo. That was Bevo.
I know, but I'm thinking about yeah, I'm thinking about them too. But
No, they fought in December, didn't they? End of the year.
okay, never mind then. But still, I mean, you had the Bull and Beterbiev, which was,
That was
I
good
mean,
too.
look at I'm talking about like when we were talking about before about weight classes. Like to be that good of a fight and be considered one of the best fights of the year at that weight class at their weight class at
Yeah.
where are they?
175.
No, that
Light heavyweight.
no, a monster.
Oh, he's
Anyway,
featherweight.
okay, at featherweight compared to light heavyweight, that's a big swing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like more people are watching light heavyweight than
And
featherweight,
and most.
especially as a Japanese,
Yeah.
because you just those Japanese fighters don't have as big as a following as
Like besides the casual, like they might know, like him and Junto.
right.
You don't even know. Do you know Junto?
Yeah,
Pretty sure
I
I
mean,
told you.
you
Yeah.
showed me a Honto, but I don't know him like that. You act like you be hanging out with him.
That's the boy.
All right.
Nah.
But no, like I said, for that weight class, like it's crazy to be considered as one of the best
And those weight
fights.
classes, they be the pace that they set,
Right.
fucking crazy.
Right.
I always use this as an example, but when Bam fought his last fight, when the Boots undercard, it was like 3 rounds I think. In those 3 rounds, he threw 200 punches. That's why they get done quicker.
That's funny. Yeah, no. I mean, I've told you before. They don't get as famous, but those lighter weight classes, they're fun to watch. They're fun to watch. But I think it's also because who's in those weight classes. Like you don't have as many like
I feel like
UK or even Americans in there.
Yeah.
Not as many. Not saying that there isn't any, but like you have a lot of like Asians, fighting over there, and just their fame doesn't sometimes make it all the way over here.
Yeah.
As opposed to like an American fighter or like a UK fighter, and even Mexican fighters. I feel like
You're getting there. Like Gallo.
like yeah, but they don't get the same fame either. And that's what I was about to say to talk about with Mugia and all that. Like, we had this conversation about how with Canelo and everything that's going on with Canelo, probably his little goodbye tour, he's probably out of the fucking game in the next year and a half or so. Not only is he the face of boxing, but he's the Mexican face of boxing, which now he leaves, and I feel like that leaves a huge
market.
Not just market, but it's fucking big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Because who's taking over his spot as a Mexican face
There's
of
no
boxing?
one right now.
No one.
We're talking about it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no one. And
because I don't think Zepeda has it. Like he's not. I don't think he got the power to.
Right.
To do all that.
Yeah, but like, and this is like a conversation that we've had, but we're talking about Canelo. Obviously, it's a lot of hate. Cherry picking this, cherry picking that. Doesn't fight fucking Benavides. Doesn't fight whatever. They thought he was never gonna fight Crawford either, but which I always thought was a stupid fight to happen anyways.
Yeah.
But now it's happening. Now that it's happening, people are like, now they're like, oh, this is a stupid fight. Even though they've been calling for that fight since there was rumors of it, or since Turkey became friends with.
They be holding hands and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see them in the ring? They were holding hands. I mean, I guess we can't, because that's a different culture in the Middle East, but it's still.
Hey, man, someone gives you $1 billion. Shit, you might hold their hand, man. I mean, you hold hands with your gay boyfriend all the time. But...
All right, man. I'm not a homosexual.
But, what are we talking about?
That Turkey and Bud were holding hands.
Oh, yeah. Is that why you want to go to Saudi Arabia?
I don't want to go to Saudi Arabia.
You go-
You the one that got a job over there.
Okay, but I didn't go. I didn't want to go. I just got a job offering Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Be walking around like a Muslim out there.
Okay.
You know?
Now switching over to the UFC card.
Oh yeah,
That
I didn't
was.
watch it. Too fucked up. My plan was that look, I was gonna finish. I'm gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Too fucked up. Didn't watch it. But I did hear that Figgy hurt his knee, man.
Yeah. And
That's a
then
shame.
Corey just boom. Corey looked bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, his last two fights, he lost. I think his last fight, and he won the one before that.
Mm-hmm.
He's been looking good. His like different
Figgy or Corey?
Corey.
Okay.
But yeah, it sucks that Figgy hurt his knee, man. I think at that age
It's
and
done.
at that
Yeah.
weight class, man, it's fucking. How do you come back from that? You know?
Because he's going to be out for at least a year.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for Figgy because I always like Figgy, but it's like he said he couldn't make
125.
125 anymore
And he's too.
because I mean, he's big. You know, like his build is big, but also as you get older, you can't make those
Smaller
cuts
weights,
anymore. You know. So it's like I get why he went up, but also like look at what fucking weight class he went up to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, kind of. I won't. It's a hard weight class.
Yeah, it's stacked. Marab is champ. Umar. Corey.
Sean.
Sugar. Who else am I leaving out? There's so many.
Yeah, I mean, who's still up there?
Yeah, there's so many fighters.
Fucking
Cheeto. Jan.
Jan. Yeah. I'm saying like that's low key a stacked
Division, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again maybe because of the size, you know, it doesn't get that much hype, but I mean, technique wise,
They're there.
They're
Because
there.
I feel like the smaller weight classes they all have to be well-rounded.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because look at fucking, I'm not trying to shit on Yuri, but he just be doing stuff for real.
Hey man, that's how I would train.
Just screaming in the woods.
I'll do that shit already. You know, I'm not even in the UFC. But yeah, I feel bad for Figgy, man. But like I said, I mean, I don't know.
And then the co-main, Bo Nickel, RDR.
Yeah.
Your boy.
I don't know why you said you didn't like Bo Nickel though.
That was you.
Apparently, Pedra's saying that I don't like Bo
No.
Nickel.
Because you don't.
I
remember when we came to watch UFC 300, you're like, I hope he loses. I was like, damn, bro, why you being such
Who's he fighting though?
I don't remember.
Maybe it's who he was fighting that I like more than.
I don't think it was someone known. But anyways.
Allegedly, I don't like Bo Nickel. I don't remember saying I don't like Bo Nickel. I do, however, remember saying that he's a little boring to me.
They were saying send him 2-3 years to Thailand.
Yeah, because I mean, from what I understand, is Bo Nickel.
NCAA.
All he does is wrestle, though.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about, like for his training.
Oh, he does?
He teaches wrestling out of where did he go to?
Penn State.
Penn State. So he teaches wrestling out there, and then he's just training with wrestling, and then they have a MMA division set up at Penn State
just for him,
which is obviously getting filled up by wrestlers.
Yeah.
So it's like
you gotta go somewhere.
You're striking versus wrestlers.
Yeah.
It just doesn't pan out. I think.
Yeah.
I think. You know. I mean.
He gonna have to do the.
I'm sure most of those people fucking murder half of the fucking world.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about UFC, I don't think you want to go learn how to strike with other wrestlers. You're gonna go with strikers.
A blind person leading a blind person.
Right. Like I don't know, man. I mean, I get it, but
he gonna have to do what your boy did.
What boy?
Roundtree. When he went
Thailand?
to yeah. Came back like a Thai fighter.
That's my boy.
Yeah, he's fighting.
Oh, he's fighting soon, no?
Yeah. It's, I think, the week before the Usman and Buckley fight.
Oh.
And then, yeah. Speaking, there's this good fight, 315 this weekend, UFC 315.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can pull up and look at that card.
The main event is Bilal Muhammad, and then JDM.
Who's that?
Uh, shit. How do you pronounce his name?
Who?
This guy right here. What's his name?
Oh, it's my dad. Madalena. That's my boy.
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, I've been on
Nice.
Jack Madalena.
Jack Della Mandalema.
Yeah, no, I got.
Can't pronounce his name for
I'm
shit.
too fucking. English my second language.
So it's mine too.
No, the fuck it's not.
Yes, it is. How you gonna argue with me?
All right, man.
And then you got your girl fighting. Alexa.
Oh yeah, where's my girl?
Right
at?
there.
Damn, they did her dirty. All the way.
She fighting before. This
They got
motherfucker still fighting?
They got your boy.
That ain't my boy. Benoit Saint Denis. Wasn't he? Didn't what's his name call him out? One of the fighting nerds.
Oh really?
Yeah. Luffy.
Really?
That's
I think he would. I don't know, man. Yo,
Luffy.
all I'm saying is give my boy BST an easy fight, man. Just for the
Bro,
one
the
time,
motherfucker's
man.
throwing up into
Motherfucker. I'm sorry. Like,
who did he fight last? Pull it up.
fucking.
They be
What
hoeing
do
him.
you mean who they
Dustin.
fight? Fucking show me the money.
2024. What are you doing? Why'd you do that?
What?
You're funny. You could have looked it up right there.
Look, you piece of shit. You're supposed to be the fucking producer here and work the technology. I'm out here doing all
Go
the
back.
fucking tech work. This motherfucker goes to a fucking technical school to learn technology and don't know how to do shit, man. It's right here. What are you
I'm
doing?
just saying. What the fuck? Cause you could have easily just boom.
That's stupid.
What
Now
do
you
you mean?
gotta click. Okay, now if I want to watch 2023, I gotta click on that when the whole list was laid out.
Okay.
That's fucking all right, man. My boy
Moicano.
Moicano,
Then
which he
Dustin.
fucking murdered BSD on this one. Remember, cut him up and everything. Second round stoppage, I think.
Yeah.
That and then before that, Dustin.
Yeah. And then that's when he was on his winning streak.
Yeah, but damn. All I'm saying is give my boy an easy fight, man. He
Yeah.
deserves it.
The French dude, yeah. Oh, they be God of War, his nickname.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was legit. No, he was in like special forces and shit.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why they call him God of War. He was like, that's what that tat is, I think.
Mm.
He was like a special force. Look at that. Damn.
Is that from the Moicano fight?
Yeah.
Damn.
I told you, Moicano freaking. Oh, right there.
Fucked his
Look.
ass up.
See?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, he was in special forces for the French military.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. He picked up MMA late, too, though.
Yeah.
He picked it up like after the military.
Yeah.
But, anyways, back to the card, man. Let's put in our
Valentina's
predictions,
fighting
man.
again.
Let's put in some predictions here. We ain't what you call it?
Sponsored?
We ain't sponsored yet, but
My bookie.
yeah, but fuck it. I'm gonna get sponsored by the neighborhood bookie. I'm gonna find a dude that still got a notebook. Fuck
Yeah.
DraftKings and
All that.
and all those. No, I'm just playing. If y'all wanna sponsor us, I'll shout y'all out. No, but
I don't think they need our shout out.
yeah, fuck no. Fuck, we can get fucking sponsored by. I don't know. All right, main card. Let's go for the bottom up. I'm gonna put my money on Benet
Benoit.
Saint Denis, man. I need him
Yeah.
to take a W. I don't want him to fucking leave the fucking
UFC.
UFC. I don't. I mean, I like him. I never disliked him. Ooh, who you got, man? My girl versus Natalia Silva, man. Isn't Natalia Silva? They call her Baby Shark or something like that.
Is it?
Yeah, man. I might be wrong.
Click on her name.
No, that's not Baby Shark.
No.
There's a girl called, but no, she's been on a good little run, man.
I think your girl got it.
I hope so, man. But that last performance, fucking.
I think September last year. That was a good amount of time though.
Yeah, but she also broke her foot.
Oh, she did?
Grasso.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she told me.
Oh, she called you?
Yeah, she was like, "Yo,
You asked for a picture?
I can't come through.
I bet you.
The toes were covered up. I would ask for a picture.
I bet you was the one asking for them on the Instagram, on her live.
I don't even have an Instagram.
Cat,
I don't know. Anyways,
you got two.
I got like 4. What the fuck you mean? I got Anyways,
And then you got Jose Aldo.
so who you got? Alexa?
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, I think Alexa too. Wait, who you got on this?
I think Saint Denis just because of the competition he saw.
Okay.
They
Jose
they throwing
Aldo.
him into the is
I'm
it
on
Habibi.
Sahabi.
Habibi.
Sahabi.
His name. He's Canadian. 37.
Oh,
Damn.
damn. I mean, it's not like Jose Aldo's fucking any younger either, man.
Oh, oh.
Josie, how old
Battle
is Josie
38,
Aldo?
38.
Damn.
Battle of the Unks.
Yeah, man. They're fighting over the terrenos, man. Who you got?
You gotta go Aldo. You wanna?
Yeah, I think I'm
I
gonna
wanna
go with
see
my
him
boy
leave
Aldo,
on
man. He lost his last two, I think. You right?
yeah, against Batista.
Yeah, and he lost one before that too,
Yeah.
no?
And then Henry was telling his ass to not be boring.
Oh, he's not talking. All right.
And then co-main Valentina.
Co-main yo girl, Valentina Shevchenko versus
I've never seen her fight.
Man.
I've never seen her fight. She's French. Oh, Valentina got it. She put me about the ass. Nah,
She kind of
got
looks
it.
like she's related to Kayla Harris. What?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
see
no.
it.
I'm
I
not
see
saying
it.
that as a joke. Like they
I
got,
see it. The blonde,
yeah,
the hair.
like the face.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
see
like
it.
they
I
got the
see
same
it.
structure. Look at that. She'll whoop your ass, Pedro.
Well, 100%.
She'll beat the fuck out of you.
I'm just saying. Nah, she a French person, man.
She'll pin you down.
I'll let her.
All right, you're fucking degenerate. So who you got?
Valentina.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Valentina, man. Valentina looked too good on that last performance too.
Yeah. And then I got Bilal.
That's crazy.
I showed him the picture from the tortilla from
Yeah,
Sausage Party.
That was what?
Sausage Party.
I don't think it's a tortilla.
Is it? That's what I looked up. Tortilla from Sausage Party.
No, see you uncultured.
No, what is
That's
it?
like pita bread or something like that. Not something like that.
That's even worse.
How is that worse? It's not
It's
pita
Middle
bread,
Eastern.
but it's a bread like that they have.
Flatbread or whatever.
Flatbread.
It's
not
not
fucking flatbread. No,
Oh.
see, look it up, man. Stop being uncultured. How do you look that shit up?
I
Muslim
just looked
bread?
up tortilla from Sausage Party and it popped up.
Muslim. Is that not how you look it up?
I think you would say Middle Eastern.
Oh. I'm trying to get educated.
Kareem Abdul. His name is Kareem Abdul
Jabbar?
Lavash. That's. He's a Lavash.
What are you talking about?
That's what the fuck it's called. I don't know, man.
Lavash. Yeah. Lavash bread.
Oh. That's Bilal Muhammad.
Lavash bread.
And then
And
Yeah.
then we got
Bilal.
yeah, man. I mean,
I don't think there's nothing Jack could do.
yeah. I don't think Jack is skilled enough. I don't dislike Bilal, but
I think this is a easy win.
yeah. I don't dislike Bilal, and I think if JDM won, I think it would like
Throw shit off.
yeah. Like I think it would make the class more exciting.
Yeah.
Like the weight class more exciting. Even for like Bilal to try to come back and get that. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why I would want JDM to win, but
They say Bilal got hands like Marquez and Canelo.
I don't know about that one. But yeah, I just don't see JDM having enough tools to go against Bilal. And I don't know. I mean, last Bilal performances have definitely been his best.
Yeah.
So yeah, money on Bilal.
And then the top rank card. There's a top rank card, your boy Navarrete.
Yeah. Oh, my twin.
Yeah, the big homie, El Albañil. Bro, he does look like an Albañil top rank. You're going to have to actually go to the...
Yeah, click on it.
Yeah. And then learn more. There's a good card, too. Oh, I thought it was going to show... Oh, yeah, there's the undercard. Or you can... The pictures are right there, too. That's a good fight, too, the Raymond.
What does he look like? I gotta see these motherfuckers, man.
Oh, no, I thought they were going to show pictures. Raymond, he trains with Robert Garcia and them. Raymond Taya. And
Okay. Oh. this is.
He's long. Like, he has long arms.
Whoa. The fuck you just say to me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got
man.
long arms. San Diego.
But yeah, my boy
The big homie.
Vaquero, we swapped the boxing, just people were following along. But yeah, man, my boy Vaquero's gonna fight.
It's a good card. You got.
Pull up the fucking card. Show me pictures, man. I'm a visual learner here.
I'm gonna write more time. I think I follow him. I like the Robert Garcia camp.
Unlock this.
Huh?
Unlock this. I can see the screen.
I like the Robert Garcia camp.
Why don't you put it on the fucking computer? I don't know why you're looking up on your phone.
Cause that's.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Who else is on that card? Chop Chop. Oh, I've shown you. Chop Chop.
Chop chop.
Albert. I remember we were talking about him. Buddy, right here. I know we've watched this fight before. One of his fights.
Maybe.
Him, he's fighting. Who else? And then, well, that was pretty much it, I think. That are interesting.
Yeah, man, I like Vaquero, man. Money on him. It's my paisano, too.
Yeah.
I told you, I didn't know. I thought he was like...
From north? Up north?
Yeah, from the north or something like that. Nah, he's from el Estado de Mexico. So he's a paisano, man.
Some random ass street name, huh?
Yeah, man. Nah, but he's legit. If people don't know Vaquero, maybe you ain't into boxing, right? This motherfucker's, what, 130?
130.
130. He's 130 pounds. He's not that short either, right?
He's 5'7", I think.
5'7", so he's...
But he just looks taller because he has long arms.
Yeah, he's got freakishly long arms. But... Yeah.
3-time world champ.
Yeah, three-time world champ. Allegedly, maybe 4, but they say they took it from him. That one.
Oh, when you're talking about
I was telling you about, but
yeah.
But anyways, for people that don't know, El Vaquero, he's built.
He looks like your uncle.
Yeah, he's built like your young uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like that young uncle, maybe in his like late 20s, who maybe he was athletic, you know, before. You know, he could have gone pro. He swears, right? But he hurt his knee, and now he's in his late 20s, right? He probably got married. He got one kid or something like that, right? Another one on the way.
Yeah.
With a different baby mama. Yeah, he's built just a little soft. He looked a little pudgy. But I was watching an interview. He was like, man, I don't believe in nutritionists. I don't believe in lifting weights. I don't believe in like being healthy and shit like that. He's like, man.
And then I remember one fight, they were making fun of him because he was after the weigh-in, he was just eating Twinkies.
Yeah, he was like, on the interview that he was talking about, he was like, man, he was like, you give me salad and all that healthy shit, that shit don't fuel me. I need papitas, I need tacos, he's like, that's the shit that fuels me, man. But he was like, at the end of the day, he's like, because if you've never watched him fight, man, he also fights a little funny. Like in the way of like, he just throws random shit.
If he sees something open, he's going to throw it there.
Yeah, but sometimes he's standing a little weird.
His footwork's off.
Yeah, sometimes he just looks like he launches himself. He's just interesting.
Especially that jab.
Yeah.
That jab.
Oh, yeah. Because like I said, he's long as shit. He's super long, right? I mean, Lord knows what his fucking range is. Yeah. But super long. And then he like steps weirdly to throw the fucking jab. So it's like he throws... Everything about him looks like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. If he's one of those dudes that maybe you saw him shadowboxing, you're like...
that's easy work.
Yeah, it's easy work. And then he gets in the ring with you and he beats the dog shit out of you, man. That's why I like him.
It'd be them awkward fighters they got bricks in their hands.
Yeah, man. But he's beyond awkward. He just echa putazos. If you don't know what that means, that just means you be throwing hands. That's his fighting style, man. He just goes in there.
And it's work.
Like I said, 3-time champ. You know, I mean, he's fought. And again, 130, that's not an easy weight class. Like I said, people don't follow that. It's not an easy weight class. Those lower weight classes are not easy. You're not winning necessarily by power in those weight classes. You got to have skill. Unlike when you get up there in
Yeah, you
heavier
can rely
weight
on other
class. Yeah,
things.
exactly. You can rely on power. This you need that skill. So this is my
Yeah,
boy though. But what's your pick?
Paquero,
Vaquero,
knockout.
man.
Bro, he's
Like,
fighting my fucking uncle, bro.
yeah, he's fine.
He's a hometown, like a little tune-up fight.
Yeah, a little homecoming.
Yeah, it's in San Diego, but I mean, there's gonna be a bunch of Mexicans
Oh
there.
yeah, I mean it's still Mexico.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. But
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
man. Anything else you want to go before we head out? We hit an
Yeah.
hour and 10.
Should we talk about how we met?
Yeah, I saw this dude, right? He was on the side of the street and he
Okay.
had like this sign. He was like,
Okay.
"Yo, I'm sucking dick for $5." You know, I was like, "Yo, man, like you
And
can
you
do."
gave me 10.
And I was like, "Man, he can do better in life." So I took him in, taught him how to box and stuff, trying to make him, better his life. And now he's here. That's how it went. No.
No, we saw each other at the gym,
Yeah, no.
and there's like, I feel like at the time there's like fucking 3 Hispanics there.
Yeah, man. So obviously, I mean, we box. I've boxed for a while. I ain't shit though. Don't act like I'm not gonna act like I'm fucking fire. I just like we were just talking about Vaquero. That's why he's my twin. Just aventar putazos. But yeah. One day I rejoined the gym I'd gone to a while back. Started there. Saw this little fucking beaner kid, right? Super young, and he was just fucking little dude. Talks to everybody,
Yeah.
And then we ended up just doing a couple drills together and just seeing each other every time, and then getting spawned. That's fucking Pedro, and we kind of just went on from there. Um, and then there was a point from there where, I mean, we were pretty hard in the gym.
Yeah.
There was a group of other people too who were getting ready for fights. I was hoping to get into a fight. Fortunately, I fucking fucked up my shoulder and then broke my hand in like a 6-month span. So didn't do that. But before that, leading up, all these dudes training and stuff like that, we were heavy in the gym, man. We sparred a lot with these people. Yeah, Pedro looks like he's young. You want to put out your age out there? Or?
20.
Yeah, he's fucking 20. I'm fucking 27, so good little range of age. And how long we known each other? 3 years?
3, 4, yeah. Yeah, about that.
So you're what, 16, 17 when I met you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So 16-year-old kid out there, And so yeah, we just came cool. I mean, one thing about Pedro, he's he's young, stupid, you know.
Full of cum, as Felipito would say.
Whoa, all right, that's for you to know, but but he listens. He's one of those kids that like he pays attention to people, regardless if he takes their advice or not. Like he listens, and I feel like that's important in life. I feel like as I get older, one thing about me, I listen to people. Do I always take people's advice and do it? Definitely not. But sometimes when you listen to people, sometimes it might be years later, 2, 3, 4 years later, and it hits you and you're like, oh, that's what the fuck that meant. But if you listen, you're able to make that connection, which I think makes you more self-aware, which I think part of being a better person and growing is being self-aware. So that's one thing I say good about Pedro. Besides that, I'm not fighting at 100% because I broke the hell out of my wrist, but I still be getting in there, and being the fuck out of Pedro. Every now and then I gotta remember him, because one thing about Pedro, man, he's a skillful dude, man. He knows what he likes boxing. He does the breakdowns and he's skillful, but
And there's that one time I whooped you. You're like, man, I felt disrespected in there. I had to start throwing my right or whatever.
oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. To my point exactly, like if I get a little too lazy with him now, he gets a little comfortable. He starts throwing for real, like shit's sweet. At the end of the day,
I be trying to break your nose for real then. Allegedly, that's what you be saying.
yeah, I mean this motherfucker, this dude, and I guess people that have trained and stuff like that all know this one dude that goes into the ring and he goes, a light spar? And you go, yeah, for sure. And then he throws a fucking massive overhand right. And then talking about like, oh, he just looks at you after he missed. And then you throw something slightly harder. And then he's like, why are you hitting so hard?
There was one time we sparred, and he was like, oh, I threw hard because I felt threatened. I ain't even throw nothing. First punch he throws,
No,
boom!
that's not true. I did feel threatened because he was trying to turn up a little bit on me.
That was the beginning of the round. It was like the first round.
Exactly. You came in hot.
What the fuck?
I had to set the tone like, yo.
Alright.
So that's what I'm saying. So till this day we get in there and I whoop his ass every now and then.
Okay.
Yep, I don't.
No. There's no evidence. There's no video proof.
I'll tell you what. There's a video proof of this motherfucker coming in and throwing goddamn bombs. I'm talking about Hail Marys, full body force, full body weight. Ain't no footwork, ain't no posture anymore. Just threw a fucking bomb. Misses, looks at me. Like that shit did not just happen.
Not true.
All right, man. I mean, honestly, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like those, like the logos for like the NBA. You know how it's just like a silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make one of those, but if you just throw in one of those fucking overhands, just full fucking force.
I feel like you're the only person I throw those at if I ever do.
You know what? It's fucked up that people say that because you're not the only person at the gym that says that.
I know. I feel like
Everybody says, I'm not good. I'm not good at all. I've been in enough fights.
You're durable.
I've been in enough fights, and I know I got enough instinct in me where I'm like, this motherfucker ain't leaving clean. You know what I'm saying? Even because that's my motto. You know, if I'm getting my ass whooped, that's fine. You don't win them all. You know, but I'm gonna make sure this motherfucker go home and feel that shit.
With
you know,
his jaw hurting, huh?
Yeah, his jaw hurting. He looks in the mirror. He got a big old lump on his head or something. He's got a black eye. That's my motto. Because sometimes you're outgunned, you're outclassed. You're like, fuck it. But I ain't folding to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm not saying I'm good. But a lot of motherfuckers go in there and they say, I had to go hard on you.
Like
Why?
They putting a dog down, huh?
Huh?
Like they putting a dog down, huh?
Yeah. I've had like the best at the gym go in there, like I had to go hard on you. I don't know why, but I had to do it. Like, motherfucker.
Remember when
I'm short. I'm 5'8". You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking chubby.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers fucking built, the fucking all these fights under their belts. Yeah,
athletic.
6 foot, I'm fighting heavyweights. I'm fighting light heavyweights. I'm fucking talking about I had to go hard because what? I'm a little dude, man. Let me get some respect. But I don't know, man. I guess it's a compliment, right?
I suppose. Yeah.
I guess. I mean, all I got from it is fucking brain damage.
CTE.
Yeah, man. CTE out the ass. But, yeah, that's how Pedro and I met. Anything you want to add to it?
Nah. I always find this fucking funny when we went camping.
Okay.
And we woke up to some fucking animal getting murked.
First of all, let me tell y'all the real fucking story, right? We went fucking camping, right? All right, cool, right? It's a girl I was dating at the time, me, and then I invited Pedro because Pedro likes to fucking fish. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, come through, we'll fish, right? So we're in this fucking cabin in this tent, right? My ex, me, and Pedro's next to me, right? And I'm sleeping there. I couldn't sleep. I may or may have not done shrooms that night.
Right.
May or may have not, right? Allegedly.
Right.
Right? So I'm laying there because I'm like, fuck, right? So I couldn't sleep that well. This whole night, this motherfucker Pedro is moving around left and right.
Bro, we were sleeping on the floor.
Motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. What, you sleep on a fucking, you got a Tempur-Pedic at home, man? You got a fucking probably an old ass.
First of all, I bought that shit last year. It's probably been a year now.
Fuck out of here. Fucking, you got a stained fucking mattress that you sleep on.
That's not true.
You got a fucking fan that's falling off your fucking wall. And all of a sudden, too good to sleep on a fucking tent. Fuck out of here, man. See, that's the problem with you kids. You guys don't fucking... No has sufrido. You haven't suffered, man. You don't know what it's like. So we're sleeping. I'm laying on the fucking floor, fucking whatever. Pedro is turned around like a fucking walrus all fucking night. Left and right. He's taking the fucking blanket off. He's turning. Motherfucker, I look one side. He's looking dead at my fucking face. He's laying there looking at me. The fuck are you doing laying there looking at me? Tell me to look away. He's fucking looking up. Whatever. I'm in and out of my sleep. Whatever. All of a sudden we hear this probably like a fucking raccoon or a possum or something. Probably, I don't know, 10 feet away from the tent. It's getting fucked up. Obviously, I don't know, coyote or something got it, right? And it's just screaming. I hear it, so I turn to see Pedro because I knew Pedro hasn't been asleep the whole night. He's been fucking tweaking out all night. I turn around to see this motherfucker, see how he reacted to that sound. I'm like, you heard that? He's like, yeah. Go check it out. This stupid motherfucker at 3 in the morning told me to go check out a fucking animal that got fucked up.
I said that shit as a joke.
That was not a fucking joke. You was scared.
No.
Because even all the whole next day, you're like, what do you think what do you think what that was? I'm like, motherfucker, I don't care what it was. As long as it didn't come towards the fucking tent.
I was joking.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
You was scared all night.
I was not.
This is a motherfucker, man. And that's the thing about fucking Pedro, though. I would say this motherfucker pisses me off sometimes because he's real life fucking stupid sometimes. Real life, no offense.
Right.
But you real fucking stupid. So it's not that you're stupid. It's just that your actions and your questions are stupid.
I get that. I'll be asking rhetorical questions.
Rhetorical questions, no.
What you mean, no?
This motherfucker, man. Here's a prime example, right? So, sometimes I do little handyman jobs, right? I'm hanging up a whole bunch of light fixtures. Tell Pedro to go help me, right? Take note, this motherfucker at the time swore, right, that he was a handyman because he was working at an apartment complex doing maintenance.
Fuck him.
All right. So I'm like, all right, cool. Come help me. I got some lights to set up. Boom. He goes, help me, right? I did this one light by myself. There was I forgot what it was that was fucking quirky about it. I think it was something with the screws or something. So I tell Pedro, hey, yo, do that one. All right. He's like, all right. And then I start telling him about the thing to look out for. This motherfucker cut me off. Talking about, I know what the fuck I'm doing. All right. Motherfucker struggling. Hand shaking, sweating like a motherfucker. Because if you hung up a light fixture before, that shit gets tough when you got to hold your arms up and hold it. Anyway, this motherfucker struggling with the thing. 25 minutes pass.
Okay. It was not that long.
Looks over at me like a fucking dog that got ran over on the street looking for help. Can you help me? Motherfucker.
It was not 25 minutes.
How long was it then?
Like 5, because you got annoyed.
It wasn't fucking 5. I didn't come to you. You asked for my help.
Because you had gotten done. And then you were just standing there. You're like, man, how long you going to take?
See, this
talking shit.
Anyways, this motherfucker is sometimes just stupid. He just does some shit that I'm just like. But also, maybe I don't think at that age I was at. But I do gotta remember, he's young. He got a lot to live.
I'm going to expose you.
Expose me on what?
I don't know. Drug addict.
I've never touched a drug in my life.
Okay.
All that shit. Okay. People want to talk about all this stuff, but this is all natural, man.
I suppose.
Even if I was, think about this. How would I have all this knowledge? See?
Experience? I don't know.
That's true. There's a lot of experience.
Like, sometimes you be talking about some shit, and I'm like, bro, you gotta go back. Like, when, I forgot what, we were talking about the checkers, like, on Windy Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, oh, I got stabbed there. I was like, what the fuck? You gotta go back. Why'd you get stabbed? And you're like, I don't know. I just got stabbed.
Yeah, you just get stabbed in the checkers every now and then.
That's
happens. It happens.
I've never been to checkers and got stabbed.
Because they're closing all the checkers down now. Name me the nearest checkers.
Austell, I think.
That shit's closed down too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're all closing down. You know why?
Why?
Because motherfuckers get stabbed at checkers. No, man. It just happens, man. Just misunderstandings. I can't hold people to it, Who knows what that person's up to? Maybe he's a completely different person. Maybe he thinks back and thought, like, man, I can't believe I stabbed this dude at checkers for no fucking reason.
At checkers is crazy.
Or maybe he's in jail. Either or, but, at the end of the day, it happens, man. I really don't know what it was for.
Don't remember.
Mm-mm. Maybe money. I think it most likely had to do something with money.
Probably.
But it was like it wasn't even like a stabbing knife though. It was like a how did I say it? Like a slashing like those like square ones.
Oh, like the one you have?
Yeah, but like bigger,
Mm.
like flipped
Like
out.
a pocket knife.
Yeah, it was like a pocket knife. But it was like a square. Like the
Uh huh.
blade is like a square. You know what I'm talking
Mm.
about?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
Kind of
about.
like the one that I have, like you
Uh
said,
huh.
the one that we found outside.
Yeah, yeah.
But like it's shorter. Like it's
Right.
more like a square. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
So
think
it's
I know
like a
what you're talking about.
slashing thing. It's really for like
Like wood and all that.
box
Yeah.
cutting and stuff like that. But he went like that. So I didn't go in deep or anything. I have a homegirl that was practicing to be a nurse at the time. She sold my shit up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I ain't going to a fucking doctor to get that shit.
What happened?
Huh?
They gonna ask what happened?
Oh, that too. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't really care what happened.
They don't.
Yeah, no, other times I've been a doctor and it's just like they ask a couple questions and then they're like, all right, okay. So, unless it's like you got shot, maybe.
That makes sense.
But like, oh, I fell when I cut myself. Oh, okay. That's it. So, is that the only question you had?
No, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Petro just, I don't know, man. Petro's an interesting kid. We're going to get to meet Pedro even more throughout this podcast. You know? You got any live questions before we go or anything? Any advice that you're looking for?
What's the purpose of life?
I actually do know what the purpose of life is. I've recently been figuring shit out, man.
You've been pondering.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think the purpose of life is just fucking doing shit. There's no real purpose. You just do shit. You just wake up and you gotta do stuff. And that's just like this endless cycle of doing stuff. But that's what makes it fun. You know? Because, okay, imagine there was a purpose and you obtain the purpose. What do you do now?
Nothing.
Nothing. So it's like even when you have it figured out, you don't have it figured out. Now you want to do something. Now you gotta figure something else out. So I think the purpose of life is just like nothing matters,
Mm-hmm.
but it all matters to you. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you do, let's say this podcast blows up, we got fucking 10 million listens a fucking day, right? After this shit ends, after we die, give it not even. I mean, we can make it to 10 million listens. All of a sudden, we fall off. No one listens to it anymore.
Yeah.
2 years pass, no one remembers this podcast. Same thing with anything you do in life.
That's how death goes too.
Huh?
That's how death goes too.
Death?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like Queen Elizabeth.
What the fuck does Queen Elizabeth have to do with anything?
There was I had seen something. They're talking about how it's news for a month or whatever, and then it goes to like a yearly thing or monthly. Like it's been X amount since she passed, and then it's like then it hits like the yearly thing.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, that's what I see with death too. I mean, I do reflect back on my life.
There's one thing you told me about death that like it's always stuck with me. I don't know why.
What?
Well, you said people die every day, and I don't know why that stuck with me.
Yeah.
But
You know what stuck with me with death? And it hit me young.
what?
One time I was walking home from school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a possum that got ran over.
Right.
Right? And it was full of baby possum.
Oh damn.
Like there was hella, like all the little babies were laid out on the floor. Like they all. And I'm like, damn. I was like, I mean, I wasn't sitting there pondering like I'm fucking Shakespeare or something like that.
Right.
You know? But I was like, this is middle school maybe. So I was maybe like 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking saw like, I was like, damn, these little kids didn't even do shit and they got fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
And they're just possums. Like, we hate possums, right? Like, we see them in a fucking trash can, you know? But, like, those little dudes didn't do nothing. And they got murked, too. And that's when it hit me. I'm like, damn, just people and things die every day. That's what I'm saying. Nothing really matters. But it does matter.
Like the small shit, huh?
It's just like, nothing matters unless you make it matter. You know? And, like, if we want to talk about death, like, okay, Queen Elizabeth, like who gives a fuck about her after a couple years, right?
Besides like family and shit.
But then that's what matters, the family.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just family, but because you can make your own family. It's about the people that's around you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where I'm starting to see. That's what matters. I used to think like I used to be out and about. Weekend would come, or even during the week,
Mm-hmm.
go out, bars, clubs, all this extra stuff, right? Different places. I'll meet all these different people and do all these different things, right? Quote unquote, have fun, right? With give all my energy to dozens of people,
Mm-hmm.
every day and stuff like that. And then now I look back at it and like none of the stuff I did back then or none of the people really that I met back then, pretty much 99.99% of the people I met back then or all the shit I did back then like really matters anymore.
Right.
Like literally on the day to day, none of those people, none of those things like come back except the bad shit. Every bad shit I did, everything I did wrong, all that stuff still comes back. Either you think about it or it affected your life in some way, shape, or form now. You know? So then that's what I think about. I was like, man, like you spend a lot of energy, even if it's you think you're not spending energy, right? Even if you're just with this person or with this group of people just for fun, just for a little bit, right? You still spend a shit ton of energy interacting with these people. And then you
Mm-hmm.
never get that energy back. But then you never really get nothing back from that. So I think where I look at it now, and it ties into the purpose and everything, it's like use your energy wisely on shit that you like to do with people that you actually like. And
Mm-hmm.
even when you do die, those people will remember you. I think it's dope to think about like someone that passed away instead of thinking about like that they passed away. You're like, man, remember when this motherfucker used to do this shit?
Yeah.
He used to fucking tell a funny story or or like some fucking thing that he would do, right,
Mm-hmm.
or she would do or whatever. And that's what keeps you alive. So that's the shit that matters. Yet nothing else that you really did mattered. It's the memories.
Mm-hmm. Type shit.
Type shit, I guess, man. That's a new word I learned from Pedro. Type shit.
Gooning.
Gooning, I learned that one too.
What was the word I would twin? I remember I would always say it when we was at the gym, and then one day he was just like twin. I was like, what the fuck?
Because it was just fucking sound weird. Like, I knew that word.
Uh huh.
I mean, because we live fucking
In Atlanta.
in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But it's just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, well, let's wrap it up. We're an hour and a half. It's probably the longest podcast we've done. No, it's two people, so it makes sense,
Over here whispering. Hey guys, we're gonna be talking about like when I would have to watch like the videos to get clips. Like I would like, God damn, this shit's so. Cause your voice, you'd be like so quiet, and you'd be talking hella low and quiet. Like it was. I was just like, there's no way there's someone watching this.
First of all, you piece of shit, all right?
What?
Because this is why you piss me the fuck off, right? Because I said, oh, yo, do the clips, do all this shit. You'll be like my producer, my fucking shit. This type of feedback I needed at the time.
Oh, my fault.
Now you're telling me this shit on air, right? For fucking, I was gonna say thousands of people to listen to, but fucking three listens, right?
Me, you.
Yeah, and fucking, I don't know. Tell my mom to listen to it. Put that shit on fucking in the background.
I got a couple people that may listen.
But anyways, instead of being like, yo, like, you should do this, maybe improve it. Now you're telling me.
Hey man.
See, this is why you piss me off, man. What type of fucking producer is this? Listen to the fucking producer I hired, right? Motherfucker don't give me no goddamn feedback, right? Motherfucker, I told him to help me like do clips for like YouTube and like TikTok and shit like this.
Yeah.
Motherfucker will post one clip a month.
First of all, what the fuck you want me to clip? You be yapping for too long.
It was 30-minute things.
Yeah.
Now you got to clip an hour and 30 minutes. What you gonna do now about this?
I know what parts are good.
All right, man. So, motherfucker will post one clip a month, right? Like I said, no feedback. And then I told this motherfucker, all right, cool, help me with the recording and you'll hop on it. This motherfucker did zero research. He's talking about just plugging the mic, it'll work.
No.
And then look,
That's
and
not
I
my
still
fault. That shit.
and I still gave him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, all right, maybe it wasn't what he expected. Gave this motherfucker an hour to play with it himself,
You're not giving no hour.
bro. It was an hour because I was on the phone for like 30 minutes,
Okay.
and then I was still chilling there, and then I came back, and then this motherfucker still, oh, couldn't figure it out. I'm like, let me see. I get it.
But we still.
It took me another hour, but I figured it out.
Okay.
Anyways,
Right, we gotta end this.
these fucking. I'm gonna end this, and this might be the last fucking episode together, man. Because fucking producer no mames, man.
I'm not a producer no more.
What are you?
The co-host.
Yeah, but you ain't got shit to do. You don't work for real.
For 2 weeks.
Motherfucker, you're gonna work 2 days out the week.
What you mean? All right. Give me 2 weeks though. That's all I need.
Think about that. But when you're unemployed, you still want to do clips. Now you got a new job and you're gonna do clips.
Fuck no.
I fucking hate this motherfucker, man.
Nah, I'll do. I'll find him.
You bought this fucking $2,000 laptop for what?
School.
Pornhub?
All right, man.
Why is this tab over here saying?
All right. You're such a lie. There's nothing like that.
It says BBM.
What the fuck is that?
Big booty midgets. That's what's on the fucking tab, man. You tell me. I don't have the tab open.
All right.
I'm just joking, y'all. But all right, we're out. Appreciate the listen.
Like, subscribe.
What are we doing every week?
Try.
We're gonna try every week. We're gonna try it, man. But I appreciate y'all listening to it. Was it like, subscribe, follow,
Turn on the bell. Turn on the post notifications.
post notifications, share,
Yeah.
share.
Have it as background noise when you're fucking.
I guess I don't think you want to fucking listen to this. Way I wouldn't.
Nah, but like, when the parents are upstairs and. Anyways, just have it as background noise.
Yeah, but no.
I'm saying just in general now.
I don't think you have the voice for that, man.
We gotta end this.
I don't think you have the voice for that though. I don't want to hear a fucking 20-year-old little boy voice while I'm fucking this dude. All right, man. I'll see y'all. Have a